The legend of King Munhumutapa and the Empire of Gold. In the heart of southern Africa, a powerful kingdom rose to dominate the region, its rulers amassing vast wealth from gold. The legend of King Munhumutapa and the Empire of Gold. In the heart of southern Africa, a powerful kingdom rose to dominate the region, its rulers amassing vast wealth from gold. In the heart of southern Africa, long before colonial maps carved the land, there existed a kingdom so rich, so powerful, that its gold reshaped global trade. A kingdom whispered about by Arab traders, feared by rivals, and envied by empires.
Before we go deeper in today's history, click the button below subscribe.
And turn on your notification button. This is the story of the legendary ruler, the Mutapa. The King of Kings, the Master of Gold. This is the legend of King Munhumutapa and the rise of the Empire of Gold. Before the rise of Munhumutapa,
Southern Africa was already home to one of the greatest civilizations on the continent. At the center stood the magnificent stone city of Great Zimbabwe. Massive granite walls, towering without mortar. Built by a powerful African kingdom that thrived between the 11th and 15th centuries. This was not a primitive society. This was an advanced civilization with skilled architects. Organized leadership. Thriving trade networks. Gold flowed from its mines. Ivory from its forests. And trade routes stretched all the way to the Indian Ocean. But like all empires, change was coming. From the royal lineage of Great Zimbabwe emerged a young prince, a man destined to reshape history. His name was Nyatsimba Mutota. Nyatsimba Mutota of Zimbabwe. Later, he would be known as the Great Mutapa, the ruler of lands beyond imagination. Legend says Mutota left Great Zimbabwe in search of salt, a vital resource. But what he found was far greater. He journeyed north, conquering territories. uniting people bounce and establishing a new kingdom along the Zambezi Valley. A kingdom that would soon become one of Africa's most powerful empires. Mutota didn't just conquer land, he built a system. A powerful political structure where local chiefs answered to him. Paying tribute in gold, ivory, and loyalty. His son Matope would take this even further. Under Matope's leadership, the empire expanded massively. Trade routes multiplied. Military strength grew.
It became a dominant force in southern Africa.
The Mutapa Empire stretched across parts of modern-day Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Zambia. Gold, it was everywhere. The rivers shimmered with it. The soil hid it. And the Mutapa kings controlled it. Arab traders from the Swahili coast traveled inland seeking wealth. Cities like Kilwa Kisiwani became major trading hubs connected to the Mutapa Empire. Gold from Mutapa didn't just stay in Africa. It reached the Middle East, India, even Europe. Some historians believe that the gold wealth of this empire helped fuel global economies. The king himself controlled all gold production. No one could mine or trade gold without royal permission. This made the Munhumutapa one of the wealthiest rulers of his time. Then came outsiders from across the sea, the Portuguese. Led by explorers like Vasco da Gama. They reached the East African coast in the late 15th century. Their mission? Control trade and find gold. When they heard of the Mutapa Empire, they were obsessed. They imagined cities of gold, African kings sitting on golden thrones. At first, relations were diplomatic. Trade agreements were made, but greed soon took over. The Portuguese began interfering in Mutapa politics. They supported rival leaders, demanded control over gold mines, and attempted to dominate trade routes.
This led to internal conflicts, political instability, and loss of control over trade.
The once mighty empire began to weaken.
Rebellions broke out. Foreign influence grew stronger. And slowly, the empire of gold began to fade.
Though the empire declined, its legacy never disappeared.
The Mutapa civilization proved something powerful. Africa was never a continent without history. It was a land of empires, of wealth, of innovation.
Of kings who ruled vast lands and controlled global trade.
The ruins of Great Zimbabwe still stand today, silent but powerful. A reminder of what once was. And the legend of King Munhumutapa. Still echoes through time.
What if the world had told this story sooner? What if the Empire of Gold had remained untouched? History is filled with forgotten giants.
And today, we remember one of the greatest. The Mutapa, the King of Gold.